Welcome to another episode of the Justice League podcast. I am Pedro Justice. He is
Hendo.
We greet you, Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman. Let's just get into it. Let's not waste any time. Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. Who do you have winning this fight, or explain yourself and your position?
Okay. I am picking Manny Pacquiao to win this.
Woo!
Father Time has not caught Manny Pacquiao.
Has not caught him.
Not yet.
Wow. Okay.
I'm seeing him going out and doing what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
The senator from the Philippines is going to bring law and justice to Keith Thurman.
Oh, I see what you did there. Mm-hmm. I like it. Manny Pacquiao has been taking a verbal whooping from Keith Thurman, and he's been smirking and smiling and looking the other way. He's been channeling that and taking it into his training, and he's been training extra hard. So when I look at this matchup, my heart is with Manny Pacquiao because I feel that he has something to prove. Even though he just turned 40, it looks like he still has something in the tank. Now, the betting odds, they started off having Keith Thurman as the favorite, but now, as the fight is upon us, they have Manny Pacquiao as the favorite. And so I'm with you on that. I like Manny Pacquiao. I want Manny Pacquiao to win based off of that. But then my head says, Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is a smart fighter. Keith Thurman is talking like he wants to brawl and slug it out and knock out. But Keith Thurman likes to get on his bicycle. He likes to punch, move, punch. And it seems as though with his training, he is trying to make sure he has enough wind that he can stay out of the way of Manny Pacquiao's devastating combinations.
He'll have to stay out of the way of Manny Pacquiao's combinations. Manny Pacquiao's going to come in hit at him fast and hard.
Definitely.
A flurry of punches. And if he's not ready, he's going to be gassed in the fifth round.
And see, that'll be bad news for Keith Thurman. I feel that he's going to have endurance to last in those later rounds, because in the later rounds is usually when he likes to run around a lot. Like when he feels he's won the first 6 or so rounds, he likes to run around. Now, what happened in his last fight, Keith Thurman's last fight against Josecito Lopez, he got caught in the 7th round and he almost got put down. I'm not saying put out, but he got hit with a punch he didn't see, and he was running and running and running. It looked bad.
Hey, that can happen with the fight with Pacquiao if he's not careful.
It could.
Pacquiao is wily. He still hits hard.
He does.
Catch him one good time, and one time going to be out.
One time. Now, there's been a lot of jokes about the one time that he's not knocking anybody out. He hadn't knocked anybody out in a while. I know Manny Pacquiao hadn't knocked anybody out in a while, but he did get Matisse, and so that helped him be able to have a knockout. But Keith Thurman says, I'm no Matisse. I'm going to go in there and hurt this old man. He's too slow. I'm too big. He's too little. He has T-Rex arms.
Okay.
He's been talking.
He does have a height advantage. He does have a reach advantage.
He does.
But many of the fighters that Manny Pacquiao has fought have had a height advantage, have had a reach advantage. Now, if all of a sudden Father Time catches Manny Pacquiao during this fight, then it's going to get bad real quick.
And I believe that's the elephant in the room, is that when I've been watching these greats, these all-time greats, whether it's boxing, basketball, football, they'll be doing so well, and all of a sudden, Father Time taps them on the shoulder at the worst time ever, and they just get old right before your eyes, and you're just...
Get old real quick.
And it's just like painful. And the greats that can just somehow adjust to that, they make it through the fight or whatever they're doing. But then most of the time, it gets ugly.
Yes, so we'll have to see. This is a big-time fight.
This is a big-time fight. Just think of the fact that Keith Thurman is 30 years old. Manny Pacquiao's 40. But the betting odds, and people are thinking that Manny Pacquiao is a legend and that he could still beat.
He's got
Thurman.
one more.
He got one more in him. So that lets me know that people are not sold on Keith Thurman being back, and all those injuries and being inconsistent in the ring, like over 20 so months of inactivity, and his last performance not good. He may not be one time anymore.
Rusty blade can't cut, can it?
Rusty. And they say you're as good as your last fight.
His last fight was not that good.
It wasn't that good. He started out good, but it didn't end well. So conventional wisdom would say that Keith Thurman is a younger man. Keith Thurman is going to do what is necessary to win on the judges' scorecards. Then he's going to run, and then the judges are going to want to see him face Errol Spence or other people in the division like Terrence Crawford and Porter, people like that. A rematch maybe, or even a rematch with Danny Garcia. So should Keith Thurman lose a close decision? That's nonsense. Let me step out of this. I shouldn't even have to say that. Judging should just be, what is it that you see, not politics.
It's boxing, though.
Yeah.
Though we would love our judges to be impartial, to get it right every time, to write down what they see and only that.
Yes.
And they try to. It's not all bad.
It's not.
But sometimes they see things that we don't see as fans, as spectators. They see some different things sometimes. Sometimes what we see and what they see does not match up.
It doesn't match up. Okay, then. So, Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. Do you think it's going to be a knockout for Manny Pacquiao, decision Manny Pacquiao, since you picked Manny Pacquiao, or a draw?
I'm saying decision Manny Pacquiao.
Decision Manny Pacquiao.
Because of the volume
on that. I would love to see a decision Manny Pacquiao. At the same time, though, it's like Keith Thurman has money to make, fighters to fight, and if he's really who he says he is, this fight will prove it to me that he's able to put a legend to rest.
We'll have to see.
And it'll be a decision. I can't see him getting a knockout unless Pacquiao jumps in and he takes, I won't say that Marquez took any substance, but I do know he avoided some testing. He was bigger than he ever was before when he knocked out Manny Pacquiao, even though he couldn't do that before in the other previous 4 fights. But I digress. I'm just saying, Keith Thurman, for his legacy to continue and to grow,
he needs to beat the legend.
He has to beat Pacquiao just because he feels that if he wins this, he's the best welterweight. I can't agree with that.
Absolutely.
Right now, Errol Spence is the guy, and the fact that Porter is stepping up, I got to give him credit. Danny Garcia is kind of in the mix, but Keith Thurman has to win this fight, whether it's spectacular or not. He has to get the win if he wants to be the best welterweight in the division.
No doubt.
No doubt.
I agree with you 100%. If that's his goal, then yes, he has to beat Manny Pacquiao. He has to beat the Pac-Man.
He has to beat Pacquiao.
He has to beat the legend.
I won't be surprised if Manny Pacquiao wins by decision, but the way they cheated Manny Pacquiao before for less, Keith Thurman just has to do just half as good as the other guy did, and he'll get a decision, unfortunately.
We'll have to see.
We'll
July 20th.
July 20th.
MGM.
Come on,
Las
Pac-Man.
Vegas.
Come on, Pac-Man. My head says Keith Thurman is going to get on his bicycle.
We'll just have to see then.
Well,